surprise my ancestors before me. This word will make me puff out my chest whenever it is spoken. Ethiopia. Ethiopia is my home. Ethiopia is my heart. Being Ethiopian is what sets me apart. I was born with the spirit of Ethiopia, with the resilience of a nation that has not been colonized. I was born with the innocence of a nation, a growing nation in my heart. I was born into the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which has raised me, nurtured me, shown me right from wrong, taught me of my culture, and made me the man I am today. And just as I have grown, so has my country. My country, where the lands are free. My country, where the cities breathe. My country, where everywhere there are remnants of me. My country, where its heartbeat matches my own. I am Ethiopian, down to my bones.
To this race, I'm Latino proud and it shows it on my face. We're known for our tortillas, our beans, and our rice, and a few jalapenos for a touch of spice. When it comes to family, we defend our own kind, something in others you'll never find. We walk with our heads up each and every mile. I'm Latino proud, and for that I can smile.
Bloodlines, traits, heritage, genes, traced across the ocean to the Philippines. Red, yellow, blue, white. Right sun on the flag because our country has might. My mom and her family bring the heritage here in my home, in my life, places far and near. Jackfruit and rice, sandals with socks, bonsai trees and pictures, chocolate-covered rocks. I can see all these things through my kin, my life, my country, my origin.
Let's break down the paradigms. We're all different. A model as a basis to live in is not fitting. We seek a way to be the same, but why would we want that? Why would we need that? Diversity is needed, and trust that that's the truth, because being separate from the rest and still unified is why today is relevant. We're all different, and that's a similarity. No matter the race, it's not a person that compares to me. Black spiked hair, caramel skin, one look is all it takes to see that I'm different. But the difference ain't the issue, it's the lack of acceptance. I'm Black and I'm Hispanic, and to me that's a blessing.
Konnichiwa is what they say to me when I tell them about a part of my heritage. I'm quarter Japanese. It's the reason why my hair coils and shrinks back in. It's the reason why in the winter I shade a faded yellow. It's the reason why my mother's hair falls straight. But it's also the reason they give me to be beautiful. As if my other 75% is irrelevant. As if being Black is irrelevant. The duality I live in is heartbreaking because while I want to be proud of my Japanese heritage, I have to push it aside so that it's not an excuse for my beauty, but an attitude.
Young Black man meets young Black woman. They fall in love and they create a child. But you see, my parents, I think they created a legend. Legends do not back down from a challenge, and they are not afraid to create one. October 1st is an important day for all Nigerians. You see, I am not from Umuofia, even though it's not real, but I know that the 55 years of independence is real. I know that this fresh steamed foods, the open green trees, and the priceless natural resources are real, and so am I. I know that but I am real too. I am an Igbo girl, you see, I am from the Igbo tribe, that is what it's called. So you see, I am not your ordinary girl, I am not your everyday girl, and even if I was, you would have a lot of research to do. You see, this Nigerian melanin covers my skin like chocolate dripping from a trophy. So when they asked me, did you call game, all I had to do, oh my God. When they asked me if I called bank, all I had to really do was call my banker. When they asked me if I was African, all I had to say was that I'm not what you see on TV, because I am not only Nigerian, I am original, I am a force to be reckoned with, and I am a force that cannot be stopped.
I stand alone, not because I think I'm above or beneath you, but because it's easier to watch what's around me that way. To see who's watching, who's waiting for me to triumph or for me to tremble, or to reveal myself without troubling them with the conversation. I am cells and water wrapped in skin as you, with enough scars to sever me completely if they weren't all concentrated in different places. I'm proud of my color. I claim this pride from those before me, a pride that transcends oppression, colorism, genocide, insurrections, and misconceptions. I am who I am, professionally myself.
I am the truth. Yes. I am a mixture of real with a hint of imagination. I am Nigerian American. I am the simplest form of complexity. And my roots are deeper than the eye can see, but I still admire thee because he made me Nigerian American. I am international. I am the world.
Exotic. Introduced from abroad but not fully naturalized or acclimatized. Dictionary reference. I'm exotic not because I fulfill your need for something fresh and new like your prize circus act. I'm exotic because I don't think like you. I have affinity for melanin. I tend to sway to beats closer to that of my homeland. I read books and books on end, not of history, but the stories of my families. I enjoy the ethnic meals that I'm able to receive, the splendid colors of the sun, the earth beneath my feet, so please listen carefully. The presence of lavender in my hair, shea and cocoa in my skin, the venom laced beautifully in the words that I share, the curves, pits, and dips of this temple. My exoticism is not an opportunity for you to attempt to harvest from seeds that should have never been stolen in the first place, but a chance for you to respect the tenacity of the roads that overcame concrete.
What is going on?
Hello. What is going on within our community? Burning buildings cannot bring back the dead. No, it makes us look vulnerable, weak, selfish, and stupid. And that's not how we want the outside world to view us. We want the outside world to view us as smart and strong individuals. We have come from generations of people who were smart and who were strong. Generations of people who were taken from their country, stripped away from their identity, and forced to live in a place that did not want them. We have come from generations of people who lived with people that did not respect them, only thought of them as dirt on the ground, only thought of them as property. But they survived because they were hopeful to a world that would one day be eaten. We have come a long way, but we still have a long ways to go. They still do not respect us, so why should we justify their reason? And so I say, burning buildings cannot be set alight. When you create disruption within your community, you create disruption for your community. They do not care if you steal from your own stores. They do not care if you trash your own banks, the banks that you go to get money to feed your own family. They do not care if you can get your checks or medicine from the CVS pharmacy across the street that you decided to destroy. They do not care if you can't burn down the elderly resting home because, hey, it's out of their hands. They do not care if you walk down the street at night in your own community and you still do not feel safe. They do not care if you can't find a quicker way home to avoid possibly being robbed by the neighbor's son across the street. They do not care because it is your own fault. Your actions led to your own misfortune. Your actions led to your own happiness. You are the cause.
Yes, Megan!
There are more solutions to fixing a problem than burning buildings.